And this is why people vote for Trump. They say in politics, liberals are the gas pedal and conservatives are the brakes. And I'm generally with the gas pedal, but not if we're driving off a cliff. On the trans issue, America is no ands, ifs, or buts about it, absolutely alone in the world now, an outlier country. Last month, England's National Health Service announced that there's not enough evidence to support the safety or clinical effectiveness of puberty blockers for third grade.
America ka political divide koi simple bihas nahi raha. Ya pura system overspeeding mode main chal raha hai. Liberals gas pedal dabai hu hain, or conservatives brake pake kare hain. Bill mar ka point biyahida. Kuch issues parto America sita cliff ki teraf jaraha hai. Gender transition or puberty blockers jays topics par America ek outlier benchuka high. England ka NHS to puberty blockers par clear evidence nahi kh kar unhirak chuka high. Like in America ISS door main biage bain par laga hua high. Race kamaslan par biyahan ek bihad extreme narrative chal raha high. Joe Baki Western countries se bilkul alag trajectory par high.
Canada was where every woke white college kid wearing pajama pants outdoors who'd had it up to here with America's racist patriarchy dreamt of living someday. There's only one problem with thinking everything's better in Canada. It's not. Not anymore, anyway. Last year, Canada added 1.3 million people, which is a lot in 1 year, the equivalent of the U.S. adding 11 million migrants in 1 year. And now they're experiencing a housing crisis even worse than ours. And worse.
This channel Trump understood the assignment.
Char Sol se woke left Canada ko ek glittering snow globe ki terrell Cartier, polite, perfect, progressive. Leconville, mar any real-time ko ek coffee scorching episode main is fantasy ko sita torch cardia. Maple-flavored idealism surf packaging Nicola. A Sol main to reality burnt pancakes, JC High. Wokelog Canada ko heaven on ice, bada rahida, Jap ground reality kuch or high kh rahi high, or bill anywo sabkal kar rakdia.
The median price of a home here is $346 grand. In Canada, converted to US dollars, it's $487. If Barbie moved to Winnipeg, she wouldn't be able to afford her dream house, and Ken would be working at Tim Hortons.
Canada ko jab log ideal banatha, wo ye bull jate ku ISS utopia kaniv high kamza high. Pickle sale 1.3 million immigrants ad hu, US scale par deco to ye 11 million migrants ka equivalent.
Log jab Canada ko ek ideal utopia samage kar tarif kardi hain, wo bull jate hain ka ground reality kuch, or high kh rahi high. Surf ek sol main 1.3 million immigrants ad high, or agar ya number US scale par deco to lagbag 11 million ko barabar hoda. Iskasita natija ek severe housing crisis high. Log America se bizayat attention main jirahi hain, or Maher's clearly kh rahi hain kuang pas wakt waste karn ka luxury nahi. Maple dream of blender main jachuka high, or Joe Bahar Nikel raha high, woek waking nightmare se kem nahi lagda.
Debt. Canada has the highest debt to GDP ratio of any G7 nation. I don't know what that means, but it sounds bad. So does their vaunted healthcare system, which ranks dead last among high-income countries in access to primary healthcare and ability to see a doctor in a day or two. And it's not for lack of spending. Of the 30 countries with universal coverage, Canada spends over 13% of its economy on it, which is a lot of money for free health care.
Canada ka sar sita sa high. 2030 tak 3.5 million homes, ki kami ka estimate high. Ya housing gap in Nevada, ho chuka high ka California, be landlord paradise lane lage. AAJ income ka 30% surf shelter par adraha high. Is delusion ko bonfire main fenk car reality ka somna karnahaga. Kyunki yes so-called utopia of ice-cold crisis span chuki high.
Look, I'm not saying Canada still isn't a great country. It is, but those aren't paradise numbers. If Canada was an apartment, the lead feature might be America adjacent. And if America was a rental car, Canada would be America or similar. And again, honestly, Canada, I'm not saying any of this because I enjoy it. I don't, because I've always enjoyed you. But I need to cite you as a cautionary tale to help my country. And the moral of that tale is, yes, you can move too far left. And when you do, you wind up pushing the people in the middle to the right.
Maher caused sarcasm bilkul nuclear level par chal raha the Jays KH rahaho. Barbie Winnipeg move karegi? Ford nahi. Or Tim Hortons ka part-time shifts markar housing afford carloge. Canada ka housing scene waki brutal high. Average homes $500,000 to $540,000. Or Vancouver/Toronto to $1 million cross car chuk. D. U.S. Maine Wohigar $350,000 to $400,000 Maine Mill Raha High. Or ISS Sabka Beach. Jo Woke Heaven Dikaya Ja Raha the Wo Ek Economic Freezer Ban Kar Somni AA Raha High.
It's worse, Canada is what American voters think happens when there's no one putting a check on extreme wokeness. Like the saga of Canadian shop teacher Kayla Lemieux, whose pronouns are she, her, and those. Kayla is now back to being a guy named Kerry, but 2 years ago, when they showed up to teach children, the progressive high school they taught at said that they, the school, not the person. Really, you couldn't have found another word. We were using that one. Anyway, okay. They were committed to a safe environment for gender expression. Safe for who? What about the children?
Canada ki chalmak of Daikni Logi Haiku and our Esi Kitney cracked Ho Chuki High. G7 main highest debt to GDP ratio, or healthcare ka universal coverage be flawed, doctors cam, wait times lambe, or patients frustration ka ceiling tak pohanch chukane. Job 13% economy healthcare par lagdi ho, or Furby results last place par ho. To tasvir cud bulti high. Yes system frozen lake ki terra high. Upper southeast smooth, and our SE cracks high cracks. Or Satya high, ya paradise nahi, ekmith ka meltdown high.
Things change, but what people say about them doesn't. Yes, for decades, places like Vancouver and Amsterdam and Stockholm seemed idyllic because everything was free and all the energy we needed was produced by riding a bike to your job at the windmill. Canada was where all the treasured goals of liberalism worked perfectly. It was like NPR come to life. But with Putin.
This
Is
channel
takedown
Trump
cost
understood
saps
the
painful
assignment.
hisakiada? Yakuya criticism jishi conservative esi nahi aa raha. Baki bil maresi. Joe Poris and Dagi ek committed liberal raha high. Ekwakt per left ka mascot samja jadada. Job isa shaks kh de direction galat high. To samage low fantasy CD windshield esi takra car to chuki high.
In politics, liberals are the gas pedal and conservatives are the brakes. And I'm generally with the gas pedal, but not if we're driving off a cliff. On the trans issue, America is no ands, ifs, or buts about it, absolutely alone in the world now, an outlier country. Last month, England's National Health Service announced that there's not enough evidence to support the safety or clinical effectiveness of puberty blockers for third graders, and that they were going to stop fumbling around with children's privates, because that's Prince Andrew's job.
Mayor Eniasol main America ka mayor high kaya. Canada ka lesson simple high. Job left it in a door chela j ko middle whale log b right wing dikni lagine. To samage low balance to chuka high. Job shoreline kasakti high. Center be conservative lane lagda high. Ya pattern harjaga repeat ho raha high.
So too with all the other good place countries, in direct opposition to America's choice to affirm children's wishes on switching gender, no matter the age or psychiatric history. The far left, which always like to use, well, Europe does it. Yeah, no, that doesn't work on this one anymore.
This same drift happens with Joe Rogan and Elon Musk. People don't necessarily become conservative, but the left drifts so far that the center-right feels like the only stable ground. When ideology hits a cliff, people are forced to hit the brakes and reassess.
Or on immigration. Sweden opened its borders to over 1.5 million immigrants since 2010, and now 20% of its citizens are foreign-born, and its education system is tanking, and it has Europe's highest rate of gangland killings. And one result is that the far-right parties.
Canada's next circus? Teachers and staff adopting ultra-exaggerated female identities, then switching back to male. turning schools into stages for performance art under the banner of supporting gender expression. But who is it really safe for? The revolving door of identities confuses students, leaving lessons unclear and turning education into a chaotic spectacle.